Welcome back to the Force 90 YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Tim Sherwood Challenge. So it's Season 2. We are in the Championship after getting promoted as champions from League 1. And we are going to jump straight in with our first game today. It's against Aston Villa. But before we do that, I've got some signings to show you. So let's run the intro and we'll get straight into it.
Second to none.
Okay, so this is what our team looks like at the moment, and he's kept some of the good players. Of course, January he sold Kasim, probably our best player, and he also sold Vigouroux, who was our first choice goalkeeper. Vigouroux hasn't really been replaced. Of course, we loaned McGee from Spurs in the second half of last season, and he was by no means an adequate replacement. He made a lot of mistakes. So we do have Will Henry as a goalkeeper. We have Morges, who's not really very good. Henry's got potential. He's 19, so we need an experienced goalkeeper, but so far he hasn't done that. But let's have a look at who he has signed. Okay, we will start with Niall Mayor, who is 22 and he's English. He was signed from Bury for £500,000. Didn't have a great season with Bury last season. He is a right/centre-back. I've been playing him mainly as a right-back pre-season. And he looks okay, you know, very balanced physically and mentally. And the technical attributes, you know, are what they should be, with marking and tackling being okay at 12, but could be better. So Mayor is a right back. Of course, we had Furlong last season on loan from, I think it was from QPR. I might be wrong there, but I think it was QPR. So he's gone back to his club, meaning that we didn't really have a good right back. Bradley Barry's also been loaned out, so that left us with no right back. So here is Niall Mayor. We did sign another one. This is Andy Yayadim, I'm not sure if that's how it's said. He's English as well. He's 25. He was signed from Barnsley for £300,000. And again, didn't have the best of seasons, but he is a right back. He can also be deployed as a wing back. So if we do go with a 3 at the back formation with 2 wing backs, he could very well step in there. He's got decent pace. Some of his mentals are good. You can see the goal attributes there for teamwork and work rate as well. The technical's not really anything to be desired, but yeah, Yayadim looks okay, 3.5 star ability, so we can't really complain too much with that. And the third and final signings made so far, there is still August left to go, so there may still be signings before the end of the window. But this is Jacob Mellis, and I was quite excited by this one. He looks like a decent player. He's a playmaker, can play as a cam, so he'll probably be a replacement for Jordan Stewart in that number 10 role. And again, you know, he looks very balanced. Lots of green in there, you can see. 14 determination, some decent attributes, good passer with the ball. So yeah, hopefully he'll be good as well. He was bought also from Bury Town, and it cost £425,000. And last season for Bury, he played 27 games. He scored 1 goal and he set up 2. So hopefully we'll bring out the best in these guys. As far as outgoings, John Goddard has been offloaded. That happened towards the end of last episode. He's been sold to Wickham and we've got a little bit of money for him there. Also, 3 players have been released. Tyrell Belford is a goalkeeper who was never really going to be any good. Daly also a goalkeeper, and then Jake Evans, who is a left winger. We have no need for wingers. And Bradley Barry's been loaned to Wickham as well, so that's what it looks like there. Yeah, not really anything else to talk about there. So pre-season went quite well. We only played 5 games though. I would have liked to fit in more games, but we just didn't do that. So we beat Edinburgh University 2-0. Abika and Norris scored goals there. We had a 1-0 win against Ayr, a late goal by Hilton there. 2-0 defeat against parent club Tottenham, Sandals White own goal and an Onamar goal. Beat Inverness Cali Thistle 1-0, Sean Murray getting a goal there. And a 4-0 win over a local team, Cirencester. Delfonso got 2 goals, Sandals White scored and Connor Thomas scored. So that brings us to today. We are hosting Aston Villa in our first championship game. And after that, it won't be played today, but the EFL Cup first round. We've drawn Leyton Orient. It's going to be a very difficult season, but I hope we can stay up. That's what the board wants to do. They want us to fight bravely against relegation, and we are, in the season preview, we are tipped to finish rock bottom of the championship. I'll show you the season preview. So there you go. Yeah, we are predicted to finish dead last. 1,000 to 1 odds of us winning the championship, and no surprise to see our fellow promoted teams Peterborough and Oxford also in that bottom 3. So yeah, this is going to be a very big uphill climb, and I'm not expecting to win a great deal of games, but hopefully we'll pick up some points here and there. And we did try and loan someone else as well. I put him on the short list just so I remembered a couple of players that we looked at. Tyrell Warren is a right back who plays for Man United, and he got loaned to Oxford. We wanted him, but Warren turned it down. And also Cameron McGeehan, who is a midfielder that I really like the look of. He's been bought by Oxford. He declined to choose for us. He didn't choose us, and he chose to go to Oxford. So that's 2 players that our rivals have essentially taken from us, which is a bit of an annoying one. But this McGeehan guy, he's Northern Irish, and I really like the look of him, and unfortunately we've missed out. We do still have plenty of money to spend though. We have almost £2 million in the bank, and then we've got a little bit of wiggle room with the wages. So I'm hoping to see some more signings. We need a good goalkeeper. I think we might need one more striker and maybe a good attacking midfielder. I think that's all we're going to need really. We don't need wingers, but it can use them. So I think, we might need 2 or 3 more players, and we'll see if Tim does that, because he's got the money to spend. It's just whether he chooses to spend it or not. So yeah, it's going to only be the 1 game today. I don't want this to be too long. So we are going to be taking on Aston Villa. Now their team is there. You can see Ayew is there. Of course, he signed for Swansea in real life. They've also got Rudy Gestede up front. Who's he signed for recently? He got signed by Middlesbrough. That's who. I had to look at my phone because I couldn't remember. But yeah, so some players there that don't actually play for Villa anymore. Bielik is their only casualty at the moment. He's got a hamstring injury. As far as our team, we have got a few casualties here and there. Luke Norris is currently an injury. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained ankle. Jermaine Hilton, another striker who's missing. He's going to be out for a few more days yet with a hamstring injury. And Tom Smith, a young midfielder, is out for a couple of weeks with a sprained ankle as well. So a few people on the injured list, but I believe our team can do well. We're going to start today with a 3 at the back formation. We're going to bring Nathan Thompson into the middle if we can find him. Actually, no, we're not. He's injured as well. I forgot about that. But he should be back in the next day or so with a chest injury. So I'm actually going to go to our usual 4 at the back formation, just because we don't have a lot of options at centre back. I'm going to do a quick pick. We'll see what it says. I don't want Thompson playing, so let's have a look. We'll bring Mayor into the fold. I don't want Wood playing. Right, so we'll have Branco and Wood as our centre backs. Mayor, Yaya Dim at left back. I don't like. He's not really a great left back. Ormond Otwell, O'Hara. The midfield I'm quite happy with. I'm pretty pleased with the midfield. Although I'm going to just change this a bit. We'll go with something like this, I think. We'll have Mellis in behind Delfonso and Abika. I like that strike partnership. That's good. Mellis in behind them. Thomas and Murray. And then O'Hara. And then Ormond Otwell, Wood, Branco and Mayor. And then Will Henry in goal. Change the bench. Okay, so I think this is the best we're going to be able to do with what we have. So the bench, we've got Yadum, Sendel's White and Brophy. Rogers and Bishop, Jordan Young and Scott Twine, because we don't have a lot of other striker options because Hilton and Norris are both out. So yeah, that is what we're going to play. The rest of these players probably won't get a look in. I mean, McAllister was a bit of a waste of money, or was he a free transfer? He was a free transfer. He's a bit of a waste of money. I hardly played him at all, and I'm not going to play him much this season just because he doesn't look very good. Again, Morges I don't think is a good enough goalkeeper, so unless we have an injury to Henry, he won't play. Harrison and Anderson were 2 centre-backs I brought in just for backup purposes, just squad players, and again, we won't need to use those unless we absolutely have to. Okay, so Villa have a 4-3, well, essentially a 4-3-3. Galini, Connolly, James Chester, Tommy Elphick, Richard Delaya, Jedinak, Ashley Redwood, Ashley Westwood, Vertu, Grealish, Ayew and Gestede. They got, is that Nathan? Yes, Nathan Baker, Jed Steer, Adoma, Ross McCormack, Carlos Heel, Michael Richards and Kajia. That looks like a good team. It's going to be a big struggle, this division, absolutely. Show everyone what you can do, I'm going to say. We are at home, we do have the home field advantage. But yeah, this is going to be an extremely difficult season, and you know, I just want to stay up. That's all I want to do this season, just stay up, just stay in the Championship. We're playing the same tactic as we did in League One. Hopefully it works well, but you know, maybe subject to change if things don't go to plan. Okay, so these are our instructions at the moment. We're playing fairly wide, closing down more, retaining possession and passing in their space. We're going to clear the ball to the flanks, work the ball into the box, And we're going to dribble less. As our first highlight of the game here, we are half an hour in. James Chester plays the ball to Rudiger Stead. Finally, some players I actually recognise as well. And it's a good block by Mayor. Here is Delfonso. And now it is Murray. Player of the year for the League One last season. Really good work by him. And now here is Connor Thomas and Obika. And has a shot and we've scored. And in the 31st minute, we take a lead. Our first goal in the Championship. When Swindon lost in the Championship, we never really looked at that. It's their first time in the Championship since 2000. So this is their season, 17 years in the making. And Jonathan Obika kicks it off with a goal at the county ground. Great start. I will have to look at where Aston Villa finished actually. I didn't have a great look at the Championship table, just who finished where. And so far they've missed all 7 of their shots, which is pretty poor showing by Villa. So we'll see the goal again in 3D. Connor Thomas with the assist. Obika with the control. Had all the time in the world to get a shot away, and it's a great finish actually. Fantastic goal. Let's have a look at how Villa have been doing. Okay, so last season they finished 13th. Nigel Pearson is their manager. I don't know if that changed at all last season, did it? Steve Bruce was sacked in November and Pearson took over. So, yeah, there you go. That's how Villa did last season. 13th place. And, yeah, so far, well, we're beating them 1-0. Seeing as there is only the one game today, I do feel like we can spend a little bit of time, you know, talking about what's been happening and, yeah, just enjoying the game. So far, I'm enjoying it. We're winning. Although there's not been a lot of shots actually hit the target. Literally, well, it's one apiece now. But, yeah, well, I would say, yeah, I'd agree with that. Give the fans a good performance despite the odds being against us, but we're playing really well so far. I'd like to see a few more shots on target. Yeah, so far, that's a good tackle there by Mayor. What's his first name? Because I keep wanting to call him John Mayor, and that's not his name. Although, you know, we may just default to John Mayor. It's Niall. Niall Mayor. Mayor. I mean, so far, we're winning. We've been playing okay. There's some players out there that haven't really done a great deal, and as the corner there is held on to by Gallini. Coming up to the hour mark, and you know, we have got the option of substitutes, of course. This is football, there are rules, and you get 3 changes. Jack Grealish to Richie Delay now, and here is Westwood, and Ademo's in on goal, and he scores, and our 1-goal lead has gone. It's 1-1, and on the hour, it's Albert Adoma who scored. We'll see it in 3D. A really good work by Richard Delay, and then Ashley Westwood with the first time pass to Adoma. And a great ball to get it away from the defender with his left foot and then shoot with his right. That's a good finish, and it's 1-1. I say left back is a bit of a problem because Ormond, Otwell and Brophy, both of them not really very good. We're also going to bring on a striker. We'll switch Twine for Delfonso, and Brophy is going to come on for Ormond, Otwell. Double substitution there. Just need to be a bit better at the back. It's that left-hand side that's let us down a bit. Richard Wood also not had the best of games so far. But we are still, you know, it's 1-1. We'll take a point in our first game. Hopefully we hold on. There is 20 minutes left. I'm just going to go to a more structured shape. Other than that, you know, we're playing well. Time is running down. It's not going too badly. Jamie O'Hara is getting a bit tired out there. We will make a change here. Rogers for O'Hara. That's what I wanted to do. 3 changes made. And you know, a point would be fine. I'd be happy with a point in our first game. That's not a bad result at all, but even though our only shot on target is the one that we scored, other than that, we've not created a great deal, although we have a lot of the ball. I'd just like to see us create a couple more chances. Hopefully we don't throw this away. Here is Branco, and Obika does not get to that, and now it's Tommy Elphick, the captain as well. Now Jordan Ayew, and that's a good tackle there, and now Richard Wood, back to the goalkeeper Will Henry. And now clears it to Brophy. Rogers to Murray. Twine heads it backwards. And now it's Vertu for Villa. Now Adoma and Westwood. And I'm getting worried here. Villa are coming forward. Westwood gets a shot away and it's over. I'm going to go defensive and, you know, play for the point. Seeing as there's only a few minutes left. I'm just going to drop a bit deeper as well. And hopefully we'll get a point out of this. Time is almost up. They're just into injury time. And, you know, to get the ball away. And I'll be very happy with the point in our first game. And that is full time. Swindon 1. Aston Villa 1. I think we could have won that. But again, you know, that could have gone either way. So, I'm not too disappointed with that at all. I think we did well in midfield. A couple of mistakes at the back. But, yeah, all in all, I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. Elsewhere, Oxford managed to hold Swansea 0-0, which is a good result for them. Well done. You know, a team relegated from the Premier League against a team promoted from League One, and it ended in a stalemate. So we are ahead of them though, so we'll take that. And Fulham actually will end up top because they were 3-0 winners over Wigan. So Bellis in his debut did quite well, and Mayor also with his first appearance. So yeah, I'm not too disappointed with that at all. Abika got man of the match because of his goal, also completed 87% of his passes, so that's a good start. Thompson's back in full training, so we should have our captain back for the next game. But as far as what's coming up, we are definitely going to be playing the Oxford game next episode, and we'll also play the Preston North End game as well. So yeah, we're off to a good start. I think a 1-1 draw is a good result. And we do have an EFL Cup game off screen. That will be against Leyton Orient. We should do okay with that. And we'll see how far we can get in that. Of course, last time, round 3, we got 2 in the EFL Cup because we shocked Everton. And then we got knocked out by Queen's Park Rangers. And then we'll have Middlesbrough, Cardiff and Leeds in the Championship. And then, yeah, next episode, we'll take on Oxford and Preston. In the meantime, I will be on the lookout for more transfers. And, yeah, it's got off to a good start. A 1-1 draw against Aston Villa. It's okay, I'll take it. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below, leave in the comments. And if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time. Oxford and Preston. We're facing our rivals. I'm still stunned that we both got promoted. So, yeah, coming up together. It's good for the area, but, you know, we're still with our rivals. So it's going to be an interesting one. And yeah, I will see you then. Thank you for watching and goodbye.